¿Qué pasa, mi gente? What's going on? My name is Pedro Millán. If this is the first time you're watching this, I literally own 2 social media marketing agencies that make multiple 6 figures every single year, over 68 million views as of recording this, 100 booked appointments for my clients, and a Grammy-winning campaign that we actually did this year. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I just want you to make better content so you can make money online. So, you saw the title, you saw the thumbnail. New year, new me is not a content strategy. Because, I'll be honest with you, every single January, creators say the same thing. They basically say, new year, new me, and I'm going to post every day. This is my year. And by February, they're done. They're gone. New year, new me is not a content strategy. And if you're in your 20s or 30s and you're actually trying to build a content creator lifestyle or career overall in 2026, you cannot keep doing this, all right? So in this video, I'm basically going to show you how resolutions fail creators and what to build instead, which is essentially a simple system that you can commit to and it actually can be sustainable for the next 12 months. So let's get into it. So the first thing is why new year, new me fails creators every single year. First thing is new year, new me is basically vibe-based. It's based off of emotion and it's not necessarily based off of something that's super important, which is essentially a system, okay? Typical creator resolutions are like, I'm going to post every day, or I'm going to go viral, or I'm going to start taking content seriously. My take out of anything is like literally most creators don't have a content problem, they have an identity and systems problem. They're essentially changing their goals every single freaking January, but never changing the process. How do I know this? Because I used to do the same thing too, up until I started reading more books about business and how it relates to content creation overall. So instead of new me, let's build a new system. So step 1. You have to decide who you are. Like, essentially identifying who your identity is or who your identity is perceived as over the algorithms, right? So your goal is essentially to anchor yourself in an identity, not vibes. So I want to ask you the question. So who are you for when you make content? What problems are you obsessed with solving when you're making content? What do you want your channel to be known for 12 months from now? Very basic. And once you can answer this, you can basically go into an angle that can develop your own brand. For example, I help creators between the ages of 20 to 30 essentially be overwhelmed, build systems around content and money, and build a real creator career, not just random posts, so that way they can actually live the lives that they always want to. For example, if your identity is I post a bit of everything and hope the algorithm takes me, you're already cooked. Like, a strategy starts with, who am I talking to and what do I help them with? Right? So the next thing is that you have to implement the second step, I guess, if you would say this, the rule of 1, which is essentially the anti-overwhelm framework, I guess. It's I don't know how to say that, my anti-overwhelm framework, if that makes sense. So the rule of 1 states that in the first 90 days of the year, you commit to one niche that you help out, at least one person, one main problem that you essentially solve, one home platform where you play to win, one content bank where everything lives, one batching system, and one planner to essentially repost everywhere else after you basically post on the main platform that you have, right? And just to break it down in like very simple language, it's like one niche person means an overwhelmed beginner creator in my sense, or like a service provider trying to get clients. One main problem for me would be like, I don't know what to post, I can't stay consistent, I don't know how to turn content into money. Another example would be, one home problem would be like YouTube for myself, right? Or you can use YouTube as long based with short form, or you could use Instagram if you would just want to access people through DMs and get clients that way, or TikTok for like speed and test labbing, right? So the next one is like a content bank. It's like I literally keep everything on a Google Sheet, Notion, or my notes, right? So I literally ideas, hooks, who it helps, status, etc. Then a batching system is like, how many times a week do I batch out my videos? It's like literally almost every day at this point, because I'm literally posting 1 or 2 videos a week. But for somebody who is basically posting 7 videos a week, it would be essentially maybe once or twice a day, right? Or once or twice a week, I should say. Then you get one planner, which I basically use Metricool, but you can use Metricool, Buffer, Later, GHL, Reels, TikTok, it doesn't matter. Most of the new year, new me plans die because they depend on motivation. And the rule of 1 depends on constraints. Like, you have limitations in order to make you do the thing. Otherwise, you're not going to make it happen. Next is building a backlog. The only time that you should be posting, right? Essentially, it's like the only time that I think you shouldn't be posting is when you're in backlog season, okay? So essentially building a catalog so posting twice a day actually becomes realistic. So if you have to take out 2 months or maybe a month or maybe even a couple weeks just to batch out content as much as possible to film all this stuff and schedule it and idea dump and edit it and schedule, like, do it. Take as much time as you need. But after you build a backlog, the I don't have content is no longer a valid excuse. Period. So your only job is to basically show up and hit publish. Now, step 4 is essentially design a minimum viable content routine, not a fantasy. Because the goal here is replace an unrealistic, like, I post 5 times a day forever, which is something super, like, unsustainable. Anyway, you want to ask yourself the questions like, how many videos can you honestly create each week without hating your life? And from there, you can then determine like which formats feel the most right or natural for you right now, like short talking heads, yap videos, 8 to 10 minute essays that a little bit of editing. Like, I would suggest the following. You can either do option A, which is essentially 1 long video a week, and 3 to 5 shorts a week from that long form video, or you can do option B, which is 2 long form videos a week and daily shorts repurposed from the long form videos, right? Your routine should feel a little challenging, kind of like when you go to the gym, but not necessarily delusional where you literally just like have the bar up against your neck, right? If week 1 requires a little miracle, you won't see week 4, I promise you that. So, next thing is step 5, essentially weekly review systems and not resolutions, okay? It's just basically checking with all the stuff that you're doing. Like, did I post today? Did I say what I was going to post? Which performed best? Why did it perform best? Which hook and title and topic actually worked really well? And literally, you can improve on anything in the next week, being your hook, your topic choice, your thumbnails, your retention, literally everything. And just essentially, it just falls back into most people just checking on the resolutions once a year, but creators who win actually check in on their systems once a week, even daily. So out of all this, I just want you to understand that like all this can be done. It just needs to be within a system that actually works for you and for your lifestyle, and on top of that, for the life that you want to create. Because exponential results come from exponential actions, which come from exponential planning. So my thing for you is that the minute that you develop a system for yourself, you'll start to live the life that you want to create and live every single day for the rest of your life. Anyway, I hope you liked that video. I hope that was valuable. If you liked the video, make sure to like and subscribe, because I put videos out like this every single day, literally about how to make content and how to make content make you money. So literally you do that. Now, if you're a person that likes to take videos for other people and likes to go through an SMMA as far as develop one for yourself, especially within the next 90 days to get to 6 figures, click the first link in the description. I literally have a course and community that I do with my best friend, which is literally awesome, and we love all the guys and gals over there. And if you love this video so much, don't stop watching here. YouTube recommended a video, so that way you can keep watching and literally any of the videos that I create on a consistent basis. Otherwise, I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much. Peace.